I don't know. Where are you? Where are you? Stuart, can you hear me? Where are you?
Give me the phone. Get off the phone. Stuart, he's trying to come in the door. Lord help me.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark. I was one of Doriann's fathers. We would like to thank all of you for attending today in Doriann's celebration of life. We as a family have chosen to do this service ourselves because we believe Doriann would have rather had us do it than have a stranger standing up here. Please bear with us. We are not professionals, and a lot of this is off the cuff. I'd like to just thank the people that have travelled from far. We have people from Australia, from England, and from Cape Town. Thank you for making the effort on such a long journey. Doriann was firstly a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mother, and a friend to any and all. Doz was larger than life. Her personality was so big. When she walked into a room, the whole building knew she was in the house. She had empathy for people who were struggling and would help anybody and everybody that she could, even when herself she had nothing. I remember a story, I was down in Cape Town with her, and a mother put out a plea on one of the Facebook groups that she was involved with, and she was asking for nappies and bread for her baby and some formula. Doriann, with the little bit she had, put a package together and drove us to a very unfriendly township in Cape Town to give this mother the formula and bread and so on. So she had a heart of gold, and she would do anything for anybody that she could. Now I'm going to go back a little bit in her life. My earliest memory of Doriann was one where she was insistent on taking her cassette tape recorder with us to every single event we went, be it a party or a braai or whatever. This box of tapes went and the cassette recorder. And she would proceed to play music and dance for everybody. She put on a show, and this is, I'm telling you, Doriann was 5-6 years old. The first Christmas party that Doriann and myself, we both worked at the same company, we had to attend. Doriann was obviously coming with, and we said, you are not bringing those tapes or your cassette recorder, because these are our work colleagues and we're not doing this. Well, I walked outside and the show was on. There we were with all of our colleagues, totally embarrassed. But again, that larger than life personality, it was out there, we couldn't stop it. So unfortunately, it is just something that is how she was. And the song that she used to play was this damn song called Venus. I'm going to punish you with a bit of it now. When we look at Doriann later in life, she had an exceptional skill for selling. She was in sales her whole life. And let me tell you, she excelled at it. She could sell anything to anyone. We have her Rent-A-Kill colleagues here that will bear testimony. When she worked for Rent-A-Kill in Joburg, she was an amazing rep for them. So amazing that the Cape Town branch poached her. She then left Rent-A-Kill and moved to a company called AfriVet. Doriann turned the Western Cape, but she was doing half the company's turnover out of the Western Cape. She could sell anything to anyone. And now I'd like to hand over to her sister, Samantha.
I think everyone here will agree Doriann was a different kind of special. She was, you didn't quite know anyone else like Doz. I can't make, I think, and I stand here, who can I compare her to? And you just can't. She was a one of a kind. And I think the biggest thing I loved about my sister is she allowed me to be who I was. She encouraged every one of us to let that freak flag fly. And she was never ashamed of it. If anyone looked at us funny because we were being a bit weird, she would make us be weirder to make them even more uncomfortable. She was always my #1 fan, making me recite motivational speeches, I'm the champion, over and over before exams. She was there to take me to dancing, fetch me from university, whatever I needed. She was just a phone call away. She was the cool big sister, which apparently did not automatically entitle me to be the cool little sister. I was very disappointed to find that out. But amongst my friends, she was one of the most popular people. I have a lot of my friends sitting here, and I think they can attest to that. She was always around, she was always involved, she was always there with us. We were never really far apart, no matter the distance. It couldn't really separate us. When she was in Cape Town, there would be multiple 3 in the morning drunk phone calls from me to my sister. And she would answer that video call every time and listen to whatever I needed to tell her. In the middle of a party, by the way, I would just leave my friends and go talk to her and come back. And she was always there for a laugh and to listen to exactly what was happening. My sister lived her life with deep passion and a zest for life, having an impact anywhere she went. And I think the overwhelming support and love us as a family has received since then really stands testament to her reach. She was always, I was tagging along on business trips, we were on dog rescue missions, crazy family holidays or gathering. You would just hear this booming laugh of hers. She was a gift to this earth, teaching us to lead with love and kindness. And that's what I have to say to Crystal and Alex. Lead with love and kindness like your mom did. Always be a little kinder to those around you. You never know what they're going through. It's unfortunate that so I can't now see. Yeah, I can't see because of the tears. Glasses don't help. It's unfathomable the amount that she will be missed by all. And we love her and we miss her, and let's lead with love and kindness. I would like to call up Andrew to give the eulogy on behalf of Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought that I would have to write this. Today we gather not only to mourn the loss of a remarkable woman, but to celebrate the extraordinary life of Doriann, our beloved Doz. Her passing leaves a void in our hearts, but her memory will forever shine brightly in our lives. Doz, my love angel, was not just my wife. She was my everything, my beautiful. We were inseparable, bound together by a love so deep and true that it surpassed the boundaries of this world. Ours was a love story that defied norms and expectations. We were an odd couple, some said, but to us, we were a testament to the power of understanding, acceptance, and genuine affection and love we shared for each other. Doz was my best friend, my soulmate, and my lover. She saw me, understood me, and loved me unconditionally. Her laughter filled our home. Her smile illuminated our darkest days, and her energy brought warmth to every corner of our lives. She was the life of the party, a vibrant presence that could light up any room with those magical blue eyes. Doz had a way of connecting with people that was simply magical. Her ability to break down barriers and make friends effortlessly was a testament to her kindness and authenticity. People might not have always understood us, but it didn't matter because we understood each other. We shared a love that was pure, deep, and unwavering. It gave us strength to face life's challenges with courage and grace. Doz was not just my confidant. She was the guiding force in our family. She was a loving mother to our children, Crystal and Alex. Crystal, I knew. Please know that your mom and I love you with all our hearts and souls. Her dreams for you were boundless, and her support for your dream was limitless. She believed in your potential and celebrated your success with overflowing pride. The memories we have of her will forever be etched in our hearts. Treasure them, my girlie, for they are testament to the deep love between a mother and her child. To my son Alex, aka Alex, aka Ellie. Mommy loved you with her entire being. She adored the cuddles on the couch, cherishing those simple moments that brought our family together. Mommy will always be with us, in the laughter we shared, in the love that envelopes us, and in the beautiful memories of our family. Cherish these memories, my boy, for they are the testament to the love and the warmth that defined our family unit, the love for you. As we say goodbye to Doz, let us not dwell on the sorrow of her absence, but celebrate the immense love she showered upon us. Let her love be the guiding star that leads us through life's journey. Doz, you were my everything, and your love will continue to guide me. Crystal, Alex, and all those whose lives you touched. Doz has the peace and happiness that she ever so longed for. If you all just look around, give what she wholeheartedly ever wanted, happiness. Rest in peace, my beautiful. You will forever remain in our hearts, a beacon of love, strength, and grace, until we meet again. Know that you are loved beyond measure. I love you, your monkey man.
As Samantha just said, Doriann was a very, very unique person. And with her being so unique, she had two fathers. And it gives me great pleasure to call up Rana to come and say something on behalf of Doriann.
Hello, my name is Rainer. As you know, or don't know, I was Doriann's father. Doriann can confirm that. To all our relatives, friends, and acquaintances present, thank you for joining us on a special but also sad occasion to celebrate our Doriann's life. To us, Doriann's name and lovable nickname in earlier days was always Hooky Nose, due to her upturned nose, or later Chicken, not because she was scared or not capable, but simply was huggable and many times running around like a chook, even at the young age of 3 years. How can we forget her bubbly laugh, naughty or screwed up face, or even pulling faces if she did not like or hated something? From early days as a 3 or 4 year old with her blonde hair and blue eyes, she crept into everybody's eyes and made them love her. How can I forget the times when she stood behind my mother brushing her hair for hours on end as she wanted Oma to look pretty? Or the hours spent playing in the pool with Judy and Olga in Olifantsfontein in the little red bathers. Her favorite saying when she was a toddler was, "I love you bigger than the sea." She came and visited us in Germany, and we had the opportunity to introduce her proudly to my Dutch and German family. Again, she crept into their hearts and walked out with a special present or something from them. From those family members still surviving, still inquire about her well-being. In the last 5 years, our special bond strengthened between us after many years of absence. We spent a few pleasurable hours together meeting her husband Mark and the biggest love of her life, Crystal and Alex. Regularly I got updated or photos of them with a special note or heart attached. Messages became a daily occurrence. Unfortunately, she was a troubled soul and had many problems. Some of those we could solve and others were unsolved by herself. To those people, Mark, Doriann, Mark, Samantha, and those friends that knew her and looked after her, thank you from the bottom of my heart. My biggest regret in life today, I did not spend enough time with you, my dear chief. I love you bigger than the sea. Rest in peace, my darling. We sincerely hope you are in a better place now. Thank you.
I would like to call up Sash, one of my sister's besties.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, today I have the honor to speak about my best friend Doriann. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be standing up here to deliver your eulogy, buddy. But that's just how you lived your life. Unpredictable, unconventional, uniquely in your own way, and on your own terms. I know you would not want me up here ugly crying. Instead, to celebrate the love and the life of somebody truly so special. My best friend, Doriann. I don't really know where to start, so I'm just going to start at the very beginning. We met 22 years ago as each other's +1 at Dad Mark's 40th birthday. We both found ourselves seriously single and quite heartbroken at the time. Little did we know that the stars had aligned to unite us, a force of nature that stood back for nothing and no one. That night, as we drank copious amounts of pamplemousse and double bounced each other on Samantha's trampoline, our friendship was solidified, like concrete, reinforced with steel. The SMSs we shared the next morning, with me asking Daz why my head hurt so bad, and she asking me why she woke up with a half-eaten Fontana chicken next to her in bed. I knew then that I had found my person. And together we partied. And when I say we partied, we raged hard. To say we caused mayhem would be the understatement of the century. We had a strict code of conduct to stay safe out there. And for those of you that partied with us, the rules were quite simple. Number one, never leave the doors of the doors alone. Insert the name of many clubs or pubs that we had decided was the destination of choice that night. Number two, always stay in eye contact. Even if we were missioning on our own with some random guy, always to be close enough if we needed each other. And number three, never, and I mean never, go up on the roof alone. We were Maverick and Goose, each other's wingman, and taking one for a team on a whole new meaning. Thankfully, our phones at the time didn't have cameras, so there's no official record of our shenanigans. I wish there were though. Some more photos of Dozie and I in our prime 20-somethings trying to figure out what we were doing together. Dozie was more than just a friend. She was my co-conspirator, my ally, my partner in crime, and my go-to for pretty much everything and anything. From my adventures that had us laughing so hard that drinks would literally pour out of our noses, to the heart-to-heart conversations we had as I suffered from insomnia. From songs that we shared that brought back the best of memories. Our 30s and 40s brought maturity to our friendship. Now we were mothers and wives. And boy, oh boy, did we laugh at the blunders we were making along the way, always keeping it real. Now, when we think of Dozie, many of us will remember that infectious laugh, the kind that would brighten up the gloomiest of days. Or maybe you'll think of her uncanny ability to find humor even in the most mundane things. Getting our minds out of the gutters was just the way we rolled. With just one look, we knew. And if you knew, you knew. Every moment with Dozie was simply a recipe for fun. Even a simple grocery run or a pit stop for smokes would turn into a full-blown, aisle-to-aisle comedic saga. Because being with Dozie was always an opportunity for joy, mischief, and belly-aching laughter. But our bond ran deeper than just parties and hangovers. Doz was the true definition of a ride-or-die best friend. We always had each other's backs, even through thick and thin. It was an unspoken promise, made out of loyalty and pure, unconditional love. There were times when it seemed that the world was against us and threw us curveballs that we didn't think we could handle. The universe stepped in again and sent us Lee. Lee, thank you for what you did. I'm forever grateful. I recently read an article about what it feels like to have a best friend. And in it was a quote by Aristotle. Yes, Doz, you and I were smart like that because we knew that Aristotle was some Greek guy that was born before Jesus. But he said it perfectly. A friend is one soul abiding in two bodies. And that is how I felt about my Dozie. Her hurts were my hurts. My pain was her pain. Even when we were separated by time and distance, Doz always had this ability to take challenges and turn them into triumphs. Even at the very end, where she had me in stitches at Riverfields as we laughed out loud. Her joy was my joy, and my happiness was her happiness. She was my vitamin Dozie, and I was her vitamin Pash. We were lame like that. While we all feel this immense void today, I am blessed that I have 22 years of memories that will last me the rest of my time. I ask you all to remember the good times, the laughter, the adventures, the love, because, my friends, that's Dozzie's legacy. The girl with the biggest heart. Her love for butterflies, dolphins, sunflowers, animals, her friends, her colleagues, and the unwavering love for her family. Her children, Alex and Crystal, her sister Samantha, her mom Doriann, and dad Mark, and her boundless love for her husband Mark, the love of her life. Thank you, Mark, for loving her perfectly. Sorry. Thank you for loving her perfectly, just the way she needed you to love her. Thank you, Mark, for being there in her darkest hour, because you gave us the most precious gift, a few more moments to treasure without Dozzie. So here's to Dozzie, for being the sunshine on a rainy day, for the apple sours in Smirnoff Spins, for vodka and Coke for breakfast, for roaring like lions in Rosebank Mall, and for bright purple toenails. But mostly, for showing us, as mere mortals, what a genuine, living amongst us angel looks like. Rest in peace now, my Dozzie. Love you always, buddy. Until we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you, Sash. If I can now call on Lee.
We gather here today to celebrate the life of Doriann, a person who meant so much to all of us. As we remember Doriann, we mourn her passing, but we also come together to cherish the beautiful moments we shared together. Doriann was an extraordinary individual who touched the lives of everyone she met. She had a unique ability to make people feel loved and appreciated. She was a loving parent and daughter, a devoted partner, a caring friend, someone who was always up for fun, no matter how dodgy the situation was, and so much more. Two qualities that stood out most in Doz was her boundless kindness and loyalty. She had a heart of gold and would go out of her way to help those in need. Doriann taught us that a small act of kindness can make the world of difference. She gave so much more than what she had. Doriann's love for life was infectious. She has a smile that could light up any room and a laughter that could be heard for kilometers. Her enthusiasm for life was truly remarkable, and she inspired us to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments. In Doz, we found a source of strength, compassion, and wisdom. She faced life's challenges with grace and resilience, showing us that even in difficult times, there is an opportunity for growing and learning. Doriann's wisdom lives on in the lessons we have learned from her. Thank you, Doz, for the profound impact that you've had on all of us. You will be deeply missed and celebrated. I want to say rest in peace, but I know that heaven will never be the same again. You are far too busy to be peaceful and quiet. So I say, rest in fabulousness, sister, until we meet again.
I would like to call on Kirsty, Doriann's cousin, to come up and say a few words.
Hi, I've written a letter which I'll read to you. But Doriann and I spent most of our time together when we were little. We grew up like twins. We caused a lot of shit. With the tape recorder story, yes, it did go everywhere. We did lots of shows and concerts. We even had our hair gelled back, do you remember? So, we used to swim together. We had our first cigarettes together. I think we might have even had our first drinks together. I can't remember. Doriann was, well, we've all said it, just larger than life and mischievous and funny and just the biggest heart of gold. To my daughters, I hope this finds you in eternal peace and serenity. It has been a while since we spoke, but I carry our memories close to my heart. Cherish the bond we shared, although time and circumstances separated us physically. Our connection remains unbreakable, like the unending thread of a sister. Even though loss of contact, I have always felt incredibly connected to you. The last few weeks I've been very much more emotional and irritable and couldn't understand why. Now I know why. As I sit here and reminisce about our shared experiences, I am filled with a mix of joy and sadness. Joy because our memories bring laughter, love, warmth to my soul. We grew up like sisters and had the most amount of fun. Sadness because I realize how much I miss our conversations, our adventures, and the support we provided to each other. Life took its course and its path diverged, but I want you to know that you were never far from my thoughts. I often wondered how you were doing and wished for an opportunity to reconnect. It pains me deeply to learn that we will never have that chance in this physical realm. I thought of you and Sam almost every day when songs came on the radio that reminded us. But it does, your songs and mine go back to Cyndi Lauper, Belinda Carlisle, and Tiffany, and many more. I remember the countless hours we spent together sharing secrets, dreams, and aspirations. We were each other's pillars, finding solace in the bond that we felt more profound. We were cousins. We celebrated each other's success and stood by one another through difficult times. The memories we created together that I will treasure forever. Losing touch with you is a painful reminder of the brevity of life and the importance of valuing the connections we forged. I regret not having an opportunity to tell you how much you mean to me and how much I admired you and your strength, your kindness, and your unwavering spirit. Though I cannot send this letter to you physically, I believe that our souls are connected, transcending the boundaries of time and space. Rest assured, dear cousin, that your memories will live on, and the stories we shared, the laughter we evoked, and the love we all hold for you. Your passing has reminded me of the fragility of life and the importance of nurturing the relationships that truly matter. As I bid you farewell in a physical world, I take solace in knowing that you are at peace, free from pain and suffering. Your spirit will forever be a part of me. I will honor your memory by living my life with the same love, compassion, and zest for life that you embodied. Until we meet again, my dolls.
Many people touched Doriann's life, and she touched the lives of a lot of other people just by looking at the group of friends that are here today and the enormous circle of friends that she had. It's absolutely heartwarming to see all of this. I'd now like to call on Dr. David Masrick to come up. He was a big part of Doriann's life when she was working for me, and I'd like to say a few words.
To my dearest Clausie, I'm really struggling to find the words. My heart is broken. You were so loved, and I loved you dearly. I've known you for almost 30 years. Thank you for all the belly laughs, the silliness, the jokes. With a great big smile and a wonderful, naughty sense of humor, you brought joy to so many. My friend, you are gone much too soon, but I will continue to cherish your lovely heart and your kind soul. I'm so happy that I got to know you and cross paths with you. You will always be my friend.
Thank you, Kate. I would like to open it up if anyone would like to say anything about Doriann. Do you want to come?
Just gonna lift him up.
Mommy was brave. She was strong. She will always help someone in need. She's very kind, even if every ways. If something's hard, she always then comes and help someone.
Thank you, Ellie. That was beautiful. What I can tell you is my sister can apparently raise really brave little boys. When we were planning the memorial, it was quite difficult as to how we were going to do this. To try and encapsulate Daz in an hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is difficult. We were going to play you the slideshow as a whole dedication. Unfortunately, it's 15 minutes long, so we had it there. And with a lot of thought and how we were going to wrap this up, Lee sent me a poem that really sparked something in my mind, and it actually reminded me of a poem that Daz used to always read to me. So for Daz, do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow, I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain, I am the gentle autumn's rain. When you awaken in the morning hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds and circled flights. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there, I did not die.
Thank you guys, to everybody that's participated here today. I've just got a last few messages for Daz. Daz, rest in peace, my Dazzy. I hope your life was worth it, because you certainly touched everybody else's life and you made a massive impact, and thank you for that. So all I can say is go well into your good night. Please, I'm going to ask for the pallbearers to come up forward, and please will everybody remain behind. We have refreshments and snacks, and we can all have a good chat. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I didn't see your hand. Sorry, can we just put this back on to you? Yes, certainly.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. From Rentacle Initial, Doriann started a couple of years ago in the Gauteng region. And what I can say about her is, yes, those beautiful eyes, her lovely smile. And she had time for each and every single employee in her team and the greater Gauteng sales team. She then went off to Cape Town, and we still kept contact. And Doriann is always around. Even when she left Gauteng and worked in Cape Town, she was always there. and it was such a pleasure to work with her. Her love for animals, for the animal lovers, yeah, and we could speak for hours about animals, and she would always have time. Even when she greeted you in the morning, she gave you her full attention. Doriann will really be missed in the Rent-A-Kill family. We are very privileged. As from the MD sends his condolences, the sales director, all the colleagues who could not be here today. Condolences, Mark, to you, the children, mom and dad, everybody. Doriann will forever live in our hearts. She'll never be forgotten, and she will forever be part of the Rent-A-Kill Initial family. Thank you for sharing her with us. May her soul rest in peace.
Look around, surrounded by people, wondering where